with your man. Everybody wanna hydro. Everybody wanna get fresh, wanna fuck all these hoes. Till somebody let them know that bitch got that thing and she don't win up the road. I pray them rollies never turn into no handcuffs. I was raised by a house full of women, I had to man up. I'm from the city, so I barely put my pants up. And I don't trust these niggas cause they be fucking the bands up. Learn how to fight before you shoot, that's how they raised us. Badass shorties out the city, how they made us. When we made a play, all the dope boys paid us. Church every Sunday, but the pastor couldn't save us. Had a lot of friends back then, but that done changed now. Niggas turn flaky, you can't keep a snake cage down. Never trust a nigga if he talking to you face down. Funny how the ones I barely know really stay down. I can't put my trust in nobody, that's what I learned. They gon' need some help out that water when bridges burn. Money is the root of all green shit and fake shit. I just wanna speak my mind, I wanna go say shit, but everybody wanna be that man. Everybody want 100 grand, wanna ride in the Benz. Fuck bitches, get money, that's the trend. Till the feds hit the door and that nigga on that stand with your mans. Everybody wanna hydro. Everybody wanna get fresh, wanna fuck all these hoes. Till somebody let them know that bitch got that thing and she don't win up the road. Never put your trust in these bitches, you better listen. Only thing these hoes good for is fucking with your feelings. If you fall in love, you better make sure it's real. Cause I'm tired of seeing these flaky ass hoes get killed. And she gon' fuck the whole crew. And later on that night come and hold you. Don't let these hoes control you. Body rockin', knocking the boots. She a bad little bitch, but she ain't never tell the truth.
Yes, sir.
Bags and some quick, and you better wear.
How's it going, gang?
Around this bitch on some sick shit.
All right, how's everything?
Good, bro. Good. How everything going with you?
Shit, all right, blessed, man. Can't complain. Thank God. I'm just sitting here, just getting myself right, working a lot, stacking up this bread so that when things get right, I can have bread to throw in my account. You feel me? I'm literally doing that as we speak. I just work, stack this paper.
Yes, sir. That's why I like to hear it, gang.
Hell yeah, so I can make sure that I'm situated, because I'm like, if I could throw, not even if I, when I throw a certain amount in there and have the skill behind it, I feel like I could just take off, man, because at the end of the day,
it is, bro. That's all it is, bro. All it literally takes is the right account size and the right week and having the right skill set, gang.
Facts.
Your whole life can change, bro, like no cap.
That's what I'm aiming for, Lord willing, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, they want me to go back to school. That's going to take 100 racks, 40, 50 racks. Like, why can't I just go, do my thing?
Yeah.
And just take this time to learn and figure it out. At least that's what I want to do versus doing something I just got to do.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it lately. So I just been waking up, looking at what the market do at certain hours, actually getting up at that 7:30, 8 a.m. mark just to look at the market.
Yep.
Watch how it reacts, watch how it do its thing.
Yeah,
ain't taking no trades, ain't placing much or nothing, because there's nothing for me to do behind it, but I'm just watching how it move, what it do, watching the highs, the lows, daily price action.
All right, so how you feel about fucking with the demo until you feel comfortable to do your thing?
Definitely. I feel like once you put the strategy in place for me for what I'm gonna do from A to Z, I'm gonna just keep repetitively practicing that over and over on a demo till I'm able to flip it over and over and over. I gotta see that I'm real confident when I hit that trigger.
Yeah,
looking for the right confluences. And like I told you, I already blew like 40 racks trying to be fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I ain't
even
trying to
still grinding.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, the money could be there, but it's worse if I blow the money without knowing what I'm doing, of course.
Yeah.
Opposed to, okay, stack the bread. So the bread gonna be there. Just get your education. You don't need to touch a dime until you get education. I can put 100 racks in there because I know what I know and I can do what I do. Opposed to I put it in now or try to rush it, and then I just fuck myself up. So I ain't even with that.
I'll show you the move I caught earlier on this joint. My man.
Oh yes, sir.
You say you want to trade the 30, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll show you the move I caught in this joint. And priced off the 4 hour, yeah. So it was I was on some one-on-ones with a couple of other one of my students, and he traded US 30, right? So his thing with this is he was like, Vontae, we came to this resistance zone that we had up here. So first off, just to make sure we all looking at the same thing, right? First things first is you got to realize the first thing that you need to see once you get on these charts, right? And the first thing that you need to see basically is like, yo, what kind of trend am I in? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, what kind of trend am I in? And you could clearly look at this and like what trend?
It's the uptrend.
It's the uptrend. You know what I'm saying? Like clear as day. And so the first thing I wanted to establish was like, all right, bet. If I'm looking at this, that's the first thing I need to have on my mind. First thing is like, yo, what is my trend direction? And the things that help me as far as my trend direction is understanding these things right here. And a lot of people don't understand it. But Q goes over these things all the time, And the first thing is understanding market structure. Right. The second thing is going to be understanding candlestick analysis. And the reason why candlestick analysis comes second is because without candlestick analysis, that means you have no view of the candles. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't understand the bodies. You don't understand how things are opening and closing. You don't understand what these wicks mean, how wicks on higher time frames could be candles on lower time frames. Like just having insight. So that's what you're going to have to understand, bro, is that the biggest thing when it comes to you being a successful trader, professional trader at that, is going to be mindset. You know what I mean? In your perspective as far as how you would go about this and how you look at these charts. That's why I always start off with an extensive trade plan. Like when I start working with people, I ask them questions. I get a gauge for, how is your trading style? What are the things that you look for? Things like that. And then after it, we attack it because I want you to have an edge. I want to change your perspective. I want to change your mindset, right? So that's what makes you a professional trader is your mindset and your approach, right? And the things that's going to help you be successful, like I was saying, to bring it all the way back around, is your insight. You have to have insight, right? Or edge, right? Same thing if you go to the casino, bro, and you playing blackjack. You know what I mean? Like you going if all the lower cards didn't already been played, then that edge of yours is going to be like, dang, all right, next card could easily be a jack, a king, you know what I mean? A high card, you know what I'm saying? But it's giving you insight because you have card recognition. So instead of card recognition, we have to have candlestick analysis.
Okay.
So then the third thing is understanding when things are tested versus broken. Right. So these are the three major things that, as far as like mindset wise, that you have to have in your head when I first open my charts. Right. Fuck the time frames, fuck all the other shit, because you know what I'm saying? It's one structure. It's one, not one structure, but one system. Right. It's one system. I want to make sure I'm correct when I say that. It's one system. So the first things that you need to be looking for is like, all right, if I'm on my analyzing time frame, which is the time frame that I'm going to be on 80% of the time, what's my market structure on that time frame? We already answered that as bullish structure, right? What's my candlestick analysis looking like on that time frame? So as far as like the particular area that I'm gonna be looking at. So if I'm going like as far as my particular area that I'm gonna be looking in, right? So that's the information that I'm gonna be analyzing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
All of this stuff is cool, right? Because it's giving me the bigger picture, it's giving me the previous data, you know what I mean? And I can use that, engage that, you know what I mean? That's what technical analysis is, using previous data to help you predict future data, right?
Okay.
So that's all I'm doing, right? So by me understanding like, okay, this market has been in an uptrend, right? We've been breaking certain points of resistance here. We've been making higher lows. We've been breaking other points of resistance here. We've been retesting, so this whole time we've been in like a smooth uptrend until we got in this area, all right? Once we made this higher high up here, and then we came down, made a significant higher low point right here that is basically a test of this area that's right here, right? That, from that point on, we've been in the consolidation zone, right?
Yeah.
And which sometimes you could see a trend within a trend. You see what I'm saying? Oh, what the structure that I use? Yeah, I don't want to delete that. But yeah, that's the first three things that I look for, bro. Is market structure, candlestick analysis, tested versus broken candles. Because the tested versus broken candles is gonna let you know when the market is pivoting. Okay, so if I come down here and I make this higher low point right here, this is obviously tested candles, right? Because it's a test of support, right? So then I could take a random line and then find like the median point of this support. Right. So say it's like right here where it made that bearish candle and bullish candle. So that would be a tested candle of support, would be a bearish candle and bullish candle. So you would take the median area. Let's just say this area, for example, and you draw a line over. So when the market comes back to this area, what are you seeing? Bearish candle, you're seeing exhaustion, a bunch of sellers exhaustion. You're seeing another bearish candle, then you're seeing bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle. So all along, would you say that this area is tested, or would you say that this area was broken?
But for me personally, I would have just said it was broken.
You would say that this area of support is broken?
I would have thought it was from what I originally thought. So that's why this is definitely a good learning.
So explain to me, like, walk me through that. Why would you think that this area right here is broken?
Because I would have thought that I saw a break and close below the low of that previous leg, making a lower low. So I thought it would have then maybe changed the wave of, the market.
Okay. Do you know the definition of a broken candle, a broken level of support?
I'm going to say apparently not.
No. I'm not saying it like that. What I'm saying is I like where you were going with your details, right? But I want you to tell me exactly. So you were looking for a bearish candle, and then you feel like this level right here is broken because you saw this bearish candle right here.
That bearish candle right there with the bearish close underneath that, the lowest point of the leg before, I would have thought that, okay, that could just be a trap move, or it could be changing the structure.
Right. So look, this is when the candlestick analysis comes in point. You ready? So boom, we have this level of support, right? What makes a level of support is a bearish candle followed by a bullish candle, maintaining that same level of support, right? Maintaining that price action, right? So it came back to that price right here. And the first candle it did, it wicked, right? So it came all the way down here, made that lowest point, and then closed up here, right? So on a lower time frame, all this was a big ass retest. So it's a big ass bearish candle, and we go down to like the 30-minute, it's another big ass bullish candle.
Yeah.
Right. So for one, that would make me sketchy about that area being broken, right? Because the definition of a broken area of support is a bearish candle that forms on this level of support, followed by another bearish candle that's formed after that level of support with enough bullish volume letting you know that that area is broken. Do you see that? Do you see that over here?
No.
Not for real, right?
No.
Oh, so that's the first thing. So not even knowing that definition, right? That's the first thing just off candlestick analysis that would make me sketch of that area, because I'm like, all right, the sellers went down there, but they didn't want to stay down there, basically, right? Boom, the next bearish candle came and closed, right? But it formed on that level of support.
Yes.
Right? Formed on that level of support. So now I will have to be looking for that following candle, because this bearish candle opened here, closed down here, right? So I will be looking for that next bearish candle to open here and close down here, breaking that level of support. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
So that didn't happen. You see what I mean? The market closed here and then shot back up here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then came here, made another higher low point on probably the 30-minute, and then continued to go and test highs. All right. So that's how you figure out the pivot points. That's how you figure out, okay, where am I at in this structure? You see what I'm saying? Am I at a higher low point? Because my thing is, if I'm in an uptrend and I'm at a higher low point and I know it's tested candles and I'm on the 30-minute and I'm seeing all these bullish candles come back into the market, I'm seeing maybe a double bottom pattern, you know what I mean? Because right here you got a low and then you got another low here. type, so some type of form of like a double bottom in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My bad.
Yeah.
I keep coming off the damn desk. But yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So just understanding major market patterns too. And that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing that's really major.
Okay.
And that can help you. Is pattern recognition. I'll say pattern recognition / major market patterns.
Okay.
Right. So that's being able to put these things together. You see what I'm saying? So now that I know I'm on the uptrend, if I'm on the uptrend, what are my entry base points? My entry base points are what?
Yeah, that's a big problem for me.
That's a bit. You don't know your entry base points on the uptrend?
No, not.
Okay.
Not
So
I mean, I know it's you want to catch it at the lower prices, but I don't know exactly how to enter it.
That's cool. That's what we're doing this for. That's cool.
Yeah,
so look, so you know you want to catch it at the lowest price before it's gonna shoot up, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about understanding market structure is this, right? If we're on an uptrend, then I'm expecting a certain type of rhythm to happen, right? So if I'm on an uptrend, I'm expecting higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows consecutively, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, the higher lows is what keeps the uptrend. That's what holds it up. Like you said, that lowest point before it's going to turn around and go to make that new higher high. Right?
Yeah, that's where you want to get in.
Exactly. I want to get in at that lowest point, right? When it makes that floor and it's a solid floor. So that way I know it's okay for me to get in because it would have to break through that floor for me to be wrong. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my entry base point. So if we're looking for an uptrend, then I know I'm going to be looking for, oh man. Be looking for high lows. High low here. We can say like this was a high. All right. And then we had that higher low. So then boom, it broke there to go make that new higher high. That would be like right here. Boom. Came to make a higher low point here.
Yeah.
Boom. Went and made another higher high point right here. Boom. Higher low point right here. Boom. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when it's like, bro, this is how I anticipate what the fuck's about to happen. You know what I mean? Like this is the sauce. You know what I mean? Like you don't need much. You know what I'm saying? Like all you have to be able to do is understand what is supposed to happen next. You can understand what's supposed to happen next and wait on a couple of signals from the market, meaning a candlestick pattern or a major market pattern or 3 or 4 confirmations that give you the type of confluence you need to be able to take certain trades, quality trades, bro, you'll be great. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So you got to be able to catch these high and low points when they form.
Exactly. Because if you get in any other time, you're getting in at what? The ceiling. You getting in at the high point, or you're getting in at the midway point of the move, which is super risky. You want to get in. If this is my high low point, okay, cool. This is my first thought, bro. I promise you, this is my first thought, right? Boom. It went from high low point to high high. Okay, boom. I would take my Fibonacci tool out, measure right here. Point A would be right here, the lowest bullish candle. Yeah. Right? And point B with my 0% would be the highest wick on the bullish candle. So right here. Right? And I would measure that retracement. It came back to 38.2, left a wick behind and everything. And even if I look to the left, it's previous support right here, right? So that's confluence for me. All right. So I'm already looking to go. I'm already looking to snipe. This is where I start getting busy. Yeah, like I start getting busy when they start going like this. So I get confluent, I see confluence, and I get ready to lot up. You know what I mean? And this is all off the 4 hour, bro. We ain't even going lower time frames. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want you to get used to analyzing it, like you said, seeing the market from a certain perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So boom, this is what point A, point B, 38.2, right? 38.2 to me means an aggressive push back to the upside. That's what that means, right? And I would be looking for a negative 27% touch. That would be my take profit, my first take profit, right? So even just looking at this, that's 1,550 pips, bro.
Damn, is this the regular Fibonacci? Just a regular tool itself?
I mean, yeah, but we got like custom type shit on it.
Yeah, because I'm like, mine don't give me no expansion on take profit type shit.
Yeah,
like
no, you gotta put all that shit. I'll send you that shit though. There ain't no problem.
Okay,
I'll send you that. But yeah, and then I will get into more, you know what I'm saying, about Fibonacci when it's that time and shit.
Yes, sir.
But that's so boom, I know what that means. So I know what I'm expecting. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm in the uptrend. I know my Fibonacci. I know that it also lines up with another area of support over here. And then boom, it just gave me this bullish variation right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at the close of that candle, you could mark off a line right there. We go to the 30-minute. And boom, anywhere outside of here at a higher low point. So areas like this, entry, bullish engulfing pattern. Area like this, scaling opportunity. Why? Bullish engulfing with a bunch of sellers exhaustions, twin candles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's a candlestick pattern. So if you understand that, and then can just use like certain trend line opportunities and know how to look for certain opportunities to help you gauge your analysis, bro, like you can go nuts. You see what I'm saying? So that's just entry, right? So even if we entered here, stop loss, of course, would be, stop loss could be like somewhere under here or max, if you super duper, yeah, I'll leave my shit here, honestly. I ain't even gonna trip.
Yeah, because structure
right there because of how structure is.
Okay.
And then, bro, based off the 4 hour time frame, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you wait for those two bullish candles on the 4 hour just to make sure it's engulfed that last down move, or
I mean, that's what I teach my students, you know what I'm saying? Like clients and stuff like that. Cause I mean, basically that's a continuation. Me personally, bro, I'd have been looking to get in right along that 38.2. So I'd have been looking to get in like probably right at this bullish engulfing.
Okay.
Once I seen that exhaustion, I seen that indecision, I seen that last test, and it came up, made that bullish engulfing. Boom, I could either get in here or I could have played it safe and get in here. You know what I'm saying? Would have seen a little pullback, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I know where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? I know where I'm at overall structure. I know I got previous support. I'm at a 38.2. There's support here as well. You know what I mean?
Okay. And when
I would have had the long-term move in mind either way. So it's not like any of that would have scared me out my order.
Okay. Question about with the 4 hour, when you pick your highs and your low points, how come you like, because I see the little, like there's little highs and lows in between there. What makes you pick yours for the ones that you want to take instead of like, if we go back on here, if you go back on the chart just a little bit, where you put the highs and lows at on the 4 hour.
Oh, on the 4 hour?
Oh yeah, on the 4 hour. I just want to ask so I can understand a little better. All right. So the highs and the lows that you chose, like right where the fib is at, right? Yep. You see on the way up, there's still like little highs and lows in between.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the thing. So look, this is the thing that gets people. That my backwood nigga still. That nigga teaching, boy.
That should be the worst.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But no, that's what I was gonna say. A 38.2 makes an official higher low point. So it has to be a significant, you see what I'm saying? Like a significant pullback, you know? Like this right here, this is more like a pause and continuation. So this is why this isn't counted. And then even if you think about it, this was really just still testing this area.
Okay.
Like even right here, like this is just a little pause. Like it didn't give me a pullback. You see what I'm saying? This gave me a pullback to where even if I was on those, this is what I meant to show you as well. Understanding how to use your counter trend lines. Cause bro would have probably been mad I ain't slapped no counter trend line on here. Yeah. But yeah, right here is a perfect counter trend line opportunity as well. So like you could have had a counter trend line from point A, point B. You see what I'm saying? So once it broke outside and had your seller zone right here, you could have just keeping in mind. Could have been, I keep doing that shit. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you could have been like sellers. Buyers, right? So just so you got your bias, right? And then once that came and broke outside like this trend line area, and you see that this whole area was getting broken. So you could have had a random line up here as well, just to mark off those last resistance points. You see what I'm saying? So this was resistance here because it made that bullish and bearish candle. So a bullish and bearish candle is a test of resistance. A bearish and a bullish candle is a test of support. So those are the areas that actually turn the market.
Okay.
All right. So bearish and bullish. I mean, bullish, bearish. See, yeah, bullish, bearish test. So that's why I can always put, and then I'll take a random line and put it at the median of the wicks. So that way I have an average area of that high point.
Okay.
And it's the same thing for the low. So if it came down and made a bearish bullish, I could take a line, a random line, and get the median of those wicks, which is going to be the shorter of the wicks. And then boom, put that across so I can see when support is broken. Like here, this is a perfect break of support because you got a bearish candle that formed on that level of resistance, and then another bearish candle formed past it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then you know that area is fully broken.
Gotcha.
Right. So boom, you understand that the market was still having a certain type of resistance, which was this resistance up here as well. Boom, it broke bullish, made a bullish candle and a couple more bullish candles to break past that level of resistance. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom, it broke, continued to break, and then gave you some nice pullbacks, you know what I'm saying, where you could have took advantage on a 30-minute time frame, especially being outside of that counter trend line, this counter trend line right here.
Gotcha.
So you feel like you starting to understand some of the stuff though?
I'm definitely making better sense of it, especially with at least getting this structure and these pullbacks. Then, like you said, understanding where in the market to be at so that you could actually enter. I think once I get this Fibonacci and where to place them at a little better, that'll help me start to understand how to enter, like you said. Because I know patterns, I know double bottoms, I know inverse head and shoulders, I know head and shoulders, I know double tops, I know all of the, the retail patterns for the most part.
But you also got to understand when those things are valid.
Yes, only at a zone, I would think.
Huh?
I would say probably only at an area of, importance is
Yeah,
what I would call.
For sure. But it's like sometimes those patterns are happening out of trend. You know what I mean? So sometimes like you'll see like a double top is only valid in a downtrend. You see what I'm saying? But if you see a double top during an uptrend, then you can't take that double top because it's still in the uptrend. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's like
Gotcha.
that's what I mean. Like just understanding when things are valid as well. Like understanding, like, okay, if I'm seeing those tested candles, a tested area of support on a lower time frame. I mean, on a higher time frame, then on that lower time frame, I should be seeing some type of transition that broke some level of resistance. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's like this should add up to that on a higher time frame. So
Yeah.
because remember, it's all one system, you know.
So they should be telling the same story. Gotcha.
Right, right. But it could be telling different parts of the story on different time frames.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Gotcha.
for sure.
That makes sense right there. That makes a lot of sense. I can understand what you mean by that.
Yep. So the biggest thing taken away from this is just understanding understanding, you know, that uptrend movement. Right. So higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then that downtrend movement. It's the same thing, except you're looking for lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, because the lower highs is what's going to keep the downtrend down.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the ceiling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm in an uptrend, I'm looking for the floor. You know what I mean? If I'm in a downtrend, I'm looking for the ceiling. I'm looking for the highest point I can get in before the floor. And it's the same thing when I'm looking to buy.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I definitely want you to go ahead and create that demo account so we could go ahead and start getting used to the fluctuation and the lot sizes of US 30 and stuff like that.
All right, cool. I'm with that. I get that going tonight.
Yeah, so get that going. Even just to start fresh next week. You know what I'm saying? Start get like a $3,000 demo account. You know what I'm saying? You already got a broker and everything.
Yeah, I use the KOT.
Okay, so yeah, get the KOT demo, $3,000, and then we're gonna work on that for our US 30. But,
okay, cool.
Homework going forward is I need you to do exactly what I just showed you. You see what I'm saying? Like I need you to get on US 30, find 3 setups back in previous data, and I need you to do the higher highs, higher lows, or the lower highs, lower lows, like mark out structure. You know what I'm saying? Like I did over here. Mark out structure, and I want you to find your entry base point, right? And I want you to highlight which candle you would get in and why, and be able to explain to me and have a walkthrough 3 setups.
Okay. Nah, that sounds cool. But that
sounds good.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's what we're gonna work on, and then we'll get back on probably Friday.
All right, cool. All right, man. Move, man. All right, man. Enjoy the night.
All right, you too, Brody.
Stay good. All right.
All right.